What's going on out there? How you doing out there? Happy New Year, Merry Christmas to everyone. Hey man, I want to talk to you guys about the crazy business opportunity that exists in the fake rock world, and that's what I've been doing for decades. Every project that is built, it needs a tune-up every once in a while. And I just responded to a person in Arizona, Scottsdale, that needed help with a project that was 15 years old. I'm not sure of all the details exactly, but it needed a tune up. And I'm telling you, I get those kind of emails and little text messages and messages, Facebook and everything from all over the place. So there's a huge market for repairs, remodels, rebuilds, where you actually get to add or subtract, demo out things. And I've got projects that show examples of that, where we add a slide to something, or we are trying to carve out and chop out the rust that's been falling, make the thing fall apart. But there is so much work out there. Everybody who builds these things, you do your best, but the time and the chemistry of the pool water and the sun get in there, and they do their thing. And so the paints fade, and nothing is permanent, just like us. So I really want to encourage you guys to find out about what it takes to fix and repair fake rock projects. And some of them are pretty easy to do. If you can learn how to paint, do recolors, I'm telling you, that's big money and big opportunity. And they're all over the country. Obviously, if there's a metropolitan areas, suburbs that have weather patterns that keep you warm in the summer, a lot of folks having these water features and these swimming pools out there. So make sure you don't lose those business opportunities, but you got to know what you're doing. And there's a little bit of a subtlety involved in doing these repairs and recolors or tune-ups. I just came up with a new course on that topic. You can find out about that at davehenderson.podia.com. davehenderson.podia.com. I'll put it in the, the notes here, or I'll make a comment with that link. But it talks about a feature that had cracking all the way around the back of the raised bond that was covered with faux rock boulders all the way around it. And there was a crack right along the edge, as you would expect it, because you have the pool water in the summertime, keeping the structure at a certain temperature, and the exterior aspects of that get the sun beating down on them, and they are at odds. They are pulling back and forth. A lot of the features that were built back in the day didn't have that much rebar in there, or if the rebar is in there, a lot of it's rusting and falling apart and giving away. So it's really important that you pay attention and make sure you again, don't miss that biz opportunity. There is so much work out there. So to get these things repaired, there's a number of ways you got to do it. Some things you can just cut a little dovetail through the cracks and stuff and fill those up with fast setting mortar, and do a little sponge gently, blending that in so that little crack doesn't show up anymore. And then you give your recolor and your touch up with the paint job there, and you've got yourself a good tune up and the cracks taken care of. I always tell clients that if there's a crack there, it's most likely that in time the cracks will appear somewhere else, because whatever caused that crack in that feature are still actively going on. If you do the stitching where we add rebar across the crack all the way across some or all of the boulder that has been severed, if you will, and there's a fault line going right through it, and these two parts the parts are departing. So you got to get those stitching things of the rebar going across that gap where there is a crack. So definitely want to check out this course that just came out, the Legrand remodel. I'm going to try to set up more courses and put those together, edit them. It does take a lot of time, but project study courses where I go into job and actually we go around and see what happened. What was actually the situation on this project? What did we do? Either a new build or remodel, recolors, as we're talking about right now tonight or today. So whenever you're hearing this and watching this. So make sure if you're a fake rock guy, you don't lose out. They aren't as glamorous as new builds. There's not as much creativity. And maybe that's why a lot of the guys I've chatted with about fake rocks are like, I don't like repairs and stuff. You're lipstick on a pig, some of the guys have said, sort of thing. And you're diving into someone else's work. You don't know how well they built it. Did they encase the rebar or the steel? Is it going to rust some more? It might. And in fact, if you don't replace it and actually do it all over again, new shotcrete, new concrete, you're likely to see rust, doing what it does. It expands, causes failure in the structure of the concrete structure, mortar structure. The whole thing eventually does give way. And the lot of these jobs I'm getting, some of these things are remodels, and they're practically rebuilds. And so you're starting off with a project that's literally just got cracks going all the way around it, and it's starting to disintegrate and fall apart. Big chunks, woof, right in the pool. So there's a lot of work out there for that, for folks that have a pool. In very expensive neighborhoods, I've seen them, and it's pretty amazing to see that happening in these very well-to-do neighborhoods where they hire somebody and they just, they don't know. And they might use a contractor that is a good salesperson, or they present well. Some people actually use other people's work to sell their own work, which is quite fraudulent to me and not very cool. But I would suggest, studying on this stuff. If you haven't wanted to tap into it, check it out, learn about it. Without too much time on site, you can actually do quite well. And again, because there's not that many guys and gals want to do this stuff. They don't want to mess with these these repair jobs or whatever. So just talking about repairs tonight, great opportunity for folks out there in the fake rock world. If you build them, you can fix them, and it's worth getting into it. The money's good, and the steps are pretty straightforward and logical and stuff. So new course out again at davehenderson.podia.com. Check it out. It's the La Grande remodel. It's over an hour of videos in 4 different sessions, 33 pages of PDF downloads, and a great value. It's on sale now till Christmas, $20 off, and the price is going to go back up to $129 Christmas Day. It's if I get to it. So you want to grab that and get a discount. If you're one of my members, that's a monthly membership thing. You get that signed up and you take another 10% off. So they can take another $10 or whatever. So it'll get you down below $100 for that thing. So great value. And a lot of the stuff in my courses cross reference, cross support each other. The techniques you'll learn in one course, you can apply to another. And if you just take time and go through these things, print out the PDF file so you have them, at the ready, or have them on your device so you can look at them and travel down that pathway too. Look at the PDF files. A lot of content I try and put in there, and I fill in gaps and stuff that I notice when I watch the videos on each session. I go, well, I could add this, and then there's a reference point actually, like what kind of a mix design is there, what products are best that I use. Those are in the PDFs and stuff. And so don't forget to download those, or have them at your disposal when you're watching the videos, those sessions in whatever course you're taking. So pardon me as I burp. So anyway, Merry Christmas to you guys. I just want to shout out, hey man, big business opportunity for repairs and recolors, tune-ups on fake rock out there. A lot of guys are building it. More people are getting into it, and they're creating stuff. And again, over time, you do need to do a tune-up. I had a 20-year-old job that I finally was needing to get out there and do a little tune-up. It had the creams and whites and salt and pepper a little bit. So those colors were already a lighter color. They don't fade as fast. They retain their color longer. Lighter colors, darker colors, not as much. So 8 to 10 years, you might get out of one of those. Depends on whether facing south and how much chlorinated water gets on them, in the water course. That tends to bleach things a little bit. And there's some stuff that goes on with water chemistry and the makeup of artificial rock, concrete, mortar, and those sort of things. So a little efflorescence, that chalky white stuff shows up. There are things that impede that a little bit. And so it's good if you have that in your mix designs and stuff. But anyways, have a great Christmas, you guys, if I don't talk to you sooner. And keep an eye out. I'm working on some stuff. I think I'm going to be doing some time-lapse project videos, maybe some little shorties and stuff. Trying to do some other things out there to have fun and keep you guys entertained and engaged. And it's just cool. I'd love to see your stuff out there. If you're making stuff and you're creative, don't be afraid to step into this world of sharing what you know, especially the special spark that is you. There's only one of you on the world, on the planet, on all billions of people. There's only one you, and you are a unique child of God. You're made in the image and likeness of God. There's only one of you, and you're not here by mistake, no matter what happened. You're here for a reason, a purpose. And so we want to try to make folks smile and maybe laugh and help out each other as best we can. So, Mr. Dave, not on the rock pile out here at my office, and just want to give you guys a little feedback on the business opportunity that is there. And I've repeated myself, I think, four times now. So anyway, davehenderson.podia.com for that kind of content. And give me some feedback on the videos. Let me know what you think. And check out the Monster Alpine job. I'm just about ready for my final walkthrough video on that bad boy. Got her done. And that was something else. Months of work. Biggest job of my career so far. So God bless you. Thanks for checking out my channel, checking out my stuff. And I hope you guys have a safe and awesome Christmas and New Year. And until next time, we'll see you on the rock pile. All right, Mr. Dave, checking out. Have a good one. Bye.